Okay, if you have your notes, the title is Complex Sentences. Can you see the title?
Yes.
Each word that's important is
Bolded.
capitalized.
And bolded.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. A complex sentence has a what?
An independent clause. And one or more dependent clauses.
Okay. And one or more. Okay. And one or more dependent clause. Boys and girls, can you ask or answer this? What is an independent clause, Alex?
That it could stand alone.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's a complete
Thought.
and
Sentence.
sentence. Because it has a subject and
Predicate.
predicate. Very good. What about a dependent sentence? Miss D. It can't stand alone, but it also has, it can have a subject and a predicate, but it can't stand alone. Very good. Dale, did you have?
Dependent clause is a incomplete thought.
Yes, that's right. And here's an example. Here we go. We watered our tomato plants after we planted them. What is this?
A conjunction junction.
When you see that, right, you gotta make your boxcar. Conjunction, junction, what's my?
Junction.
Alright. What is the function of a conjunction? Oh, that's a tongue twister. Say, okay, what, one second. Are we showing Sophia respect?
No.
Sage, are we showing Sophia respect? Okay, so look at Sophia. Okay, Sophia?
So, the function of a conjunction is when it adds two more words.
It adds, what does it do? Joins what?
It joins the independent and dependent clause.
Alright, so you're on the right track. Boxcar's on the track, get it? Anyways, Alex!
The boxcars do not like, cause that is cause like in the boxcars there's this thing and it comes down, it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
It
trans.
joins,
These are the connectors of the box.
it
car.
joins the sentence
These
together.
are the two
Hey, Dale.
separate boxes.
So we know that our conjunctions, what? Conjunction joins the,
The dependent
clause
clause to
to
the
the-
independent clause.
right? And we already know what dependent and independent. Did you have a question, Carmela? Oh, okay. Alright, so here's another example. So actually, we didn't finish this example. We watered our tomato plants. Is,
Independent clause.
right? Because look, if we just said, we watered our tomato plants, that's good, right? We understand that. Okay. We planted them. Does that make any sense?
No.
I mean, if I walked up to you and say, hey Dale, we planted them.
Yeah, it makes sense. But
Only if you knew what I was talking about, right? If I just came up to you out of the blue, you say, what?
Like,
Okay.
Dan was looking at a plant and he said, we planted them.
Right?
What was it?
We planted them. Only if we understood what this part of the sentence said, we can understand this part, right? And since we have after is the conjunction, now we know that this whole thing is a complex sentence and it makes more sense, huh? We watered our plants, or our tomato plants, after we planted them. Okay, let's look at the next one. So we already know what a conjunction joins the dependent clause, right? And the independent clause. Here's another word, yes? Not right now. Here is our another conjunction, boxcar. Because plants need sunlight, we put them in a sunny place. Now look, there's that sneaky comma, right?
Yep. It's a comma trying to be a letter.
Now look. What?
If a
If a depend, well,
Yeah.
if a conjunction,
It's a dependent clause.
And he gets first.
Comes first, right, Dell? Put a comma after it. Here we go. Because. Sage. Because is a conjunction. Sit up.
And it looks like
Sit up. Plants need sunlight, comma, right? We put them in a sunny place. Makes more sense now, huh? All right, let's look at the bottom part. So we already know what this is, right? The comma. Independent, or sorry, the dependent clause. If it comes first, we have to put a comma. So this is the dependent. Plants need sunlight. Okay, yeah. But we don't really, hey, where's that coming from? Only if we put this with this because of this. All right, let's go. Let's look at our last. Sage, what do you see here? What is that? Can you read the sentence? Go ahead, read the sentence. All right, so what is this word right here, Sage?
Sense means like they have to.
Yeah, but what is it? What is it?
It is a conjunction.
Oh, you sound just like Dell. So that makes sense? Hey, so now continue your thought there, Sage. What is the word sense? Dell?
It's a conjunction.
Yeah. Alright. So pumpkins need room to grow. If that's all I said when I came up to you, you wouldn't really know what I'm talking about. You would agree. It's only when we have the conjunction, just like girls. Since pumpkins need room to grow, comma, we planted them in a different place. Okay? So now, does anybody have any questions? We kind of know this a little bit already. Alright, now let's look at our little worksheet. This piece of paper right here. Okay. Let's look through it. The title says, is it an independent clause or a dependent clause? Anthony, can you turn the lights on for me, please? On. All right. Let's look at, there we go. Let's look at this one right here. See this? Where it says Kurt? Where it says Kurt? We're all right here. Where it says Kurt. Okay? Kurt. Kurt called his father, who was still at work. Okay? What do you think that is? A dependent or independent? Independent. Is he right? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Or
I got the thumbs up.
Yes,
thumbs
no,
up?
maybe so.
Okay, which one? Okay. Angel, which one do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? You not sure? Okay. What about you, Alex? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Thumbs up! It's a independent. It can stand alone because it makes sense.
You know how we know people know it and at the same time
Okay. Now, if you read on further. All right. So, Tyler, you're looking this way. All right. Let's look at the next sentences. We are going to go through the sentences. Okay. I have the answers. Don't look at them though. But these sentences right here. I'm going to go through each table. One person at your table is going to hold up the answer. So you guys have to talk about it. And then you hold up your board, okay? So I see if you understand or not. So I'm going to start at table 4. Okay? Table 4. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look at number 1. Who would like to read that? Alex? Okay, nice and loud.
The teacher who lives next door does not
Alright, the teacher, look at the underlined part. Who lives next door to Rob? Is Miss Johnson. Okay, so we are going, each sentence has an underlined part. We are going to figure out if it's dependent or independent. Did you see something?
Yeah, but I just.
Alright, so let's look at the underlined part. For this table right here. Who lives next door to Rob? Is that a dependent or independent? Talk to each other and then give me the answer. Okay? What do you think? So you guys are going to do number 2. So you can probably look at it right now. Okay? Think about it. You guys,
I think it's a dependent.
you guys are doing 3. You guys are doing 3. So look at 3. You got 4. Okay? Look at 4. Let's talk about it. Okay?
Independent.
What?
Dependent. It's dependent, right?
Figure
Dependent,
it out.
right?
There's a word for it. Okay, table 4. Okay, listen up, boys and girls. What do you think? Is it dependent or independent? So you can put a D or an I. Okay? Is it dependent? You are right. Very good. Boys and girls, listen up, listen up. They said it was a dependent, and they are correct. Now, can you tell me why? That's the key thing, isn't it? Why do you think? Who lives next door to Rob? Yeah, why do you think that's dependent?
Because Rob might be a kid.
I'm asking who?
Doesn't make no sense.
Does it? If I come up to you and say, who lives next door to Rob? Now, if you knew who did, then it would make sense. But if I just, out of the blue, and we're playing on the playground, say, who lives over, you know, does that make sense? No. It can't stand alone. Conjunction. Okay. Okay, boys and girls, listen. Shh. I'm on table 3 now. Table 3. Who would like to read the sentence? Ooh, Eileen, go ahead. Hey, shh. All right, so the underline. Our dog will run away. Our dog will run away. Is that a independent or dependent? Write it down. Write it down. D or I? No, on your board. That's why I gave you the board. Right here. I or a D. D for dependent, I for independent. So what do you have? I or D? I? Independent? Ooh! Boys and girls, thumbs up or thumbs down if the underlined words, our dog will run away. They said it's independent. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Or maybe so.
I think they are right. Thumbs up. Now, the key thing is, can you explain why?
Wait, so it's
Hey. Eileen, Sage, or Miss D, why do you think it's independent? It has a subject, a predicate, listen, and it makes sense, right? It tells us everything that dogs will do, right? Very good. Put the top on there so this is right.
It doesn't make sense to me because our dog will run away.
Our dog. How about we? Hey, listen. Sage, so what question did you have?
I think
It doesn't make sense.
because it said our dog
stop, cover, and hold.
So watch that movie. You watch it and see them on the camera and stuff. Yeah, I know.
Thank you. It's all safe now.
Very good. That didn't take long at all. Good job. Okay. Here it is.
They were shaking me.
Okay, table 2. You guys have the third sentence.
Because the storm knocked out the power, the school will be canceled today. We think it's dependent.
Okay, listen. That was pretty quick. Okay. Read the part that's underlined. Hey, listen.
School will be canceled today.
School will be canceled on Thursday.
Independent.
Independent. Someone says independent. Tyler says dependent. You guys gotta talk about it.
I.
Okay. Why do you think it's independent, Dale? Dale, why do you think it's independent?
Because it makes sense, even if you take out, because the storm now knocked out the power.
Okay, yeah, so if you just say school will be canceled on Thursday, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. All right. No more celebrations. All right. Now, we're on table 1. Everyone look at table 1. Thank you. Okay, who would like to read it? I'll let you read the underline after she reads the whole sentence, okay? Okay, Sophia, would you like to read the 4th? Is it 4th one?
Yes.
Okay,
This is the homework assignment that you
missed.
must
Missed. All right. So, RJ, would you like to read the underlined part?
Yes.
That.
You missed last week.
All right. That you missed last week. So, did you come up with an answer yet? Hey, talk about it. You guys can talk about it too. What do you think? Talk about it amongst yourselves. Is it independent or dependent? Okay, just.
You share.
Okay. Do you have it? Not yet? Okay. Do you have the answer yet? But I or D, doesn't matter. If you have this. Independent? Is that what you think? Okay. Shh. Let's listen to their answer. Independent? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Some say yes, some say no. All right.
Some say maybe so.
No, you'll see why.
Hey. That doesn't mean it's mean.
What did they pick?
That doesn't mean it's mean. All right. So they said independent. Let's read that underline. That you missed last week.
Doesn't make sense.
Not really. So can it stand alone? No. So it needs help? So it's what? Dependent? Very good. That's right. Yeah. No, you're fine. That's why we write notes, huh?